This video is created with the assumption that you already know how to play Vanguard Overdress. The fundamental of Vanguard is still the same in V Premium. Things like guarding, attacking, triggers, and the win-loss condition is still the same. Instead of nation, we have clans in V Premium, so the deck building rules stay the same, where you can't mix clan in your 50 cards deck. Promoting the Vanguard grade. Just like in Overdress, you'll start with grade 0, right into grade 1, and so on. Your total deck size is still 50 cards, however, you don't have a write deck in V Premium. That means you have to write from your hand. The only similarity is starting the game with grade 0 as your Vanguard. The grade 0 will be part of your main deck. This also means your deck building in V will change to make sure you get to write up every turn. If you cannot write up, you can perform a special mechanic called G-Assist, where you reveal your hand to your opponent, then look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add the missing grade to your hand, return the rest of the card, then shuffle your deck. Then you will need to remove 2 cards from your hand from the game. You can then write the card you added. Remove cards don't belong to any zone and is no longer part of the game. If you do fail G-Assist, you don't remove cards. G-Assist is once per turn, and you can only use it when you're on grade 0, 1, or 2. The shield value and sentinels. Shield values are mostly the same for normal triggers and grade 2 unit. However, most of the grade 1 unit in V have 10k shield instead of 5k shield. Heal triggers are 20k shield. However, recently in V Premium, we have a new kind of heal trigger with skill, but it also have a lower shield value, which is 15k. For Sentinel, we are still limited to 4 Sentinel per deck. Even though grade 1 Sentinel still exists, V introduced us to Trigger Sentinel. This card is counted as both triggers and Sentinel, which means it acts like a Sentinel when you use it to guard, and it acts like a triggers when you check it via trigger check. Even with Trigger Sentinel, you still have to run 16 triggers in your deck, including the Sentinel. We have 2 kinds of Sentinel in V. A draw trigger, which is also a perfect guard, and a critical trigger, which is also a Sentinel that acts as a 30k shield. You can mix both Sentinel as long as you don't have more than 4 Sentinel in your deck. Imaginary Gift. In V Premium, we don't have personal right. Instead, we have Imaginary Gift icon on our grade 3 card. Imaginary Gift is something you get from outside of your deck whenever you write your grade 3 or higher unit with gift icon. The moment you write your grade 3 or higher Vanguard, you will be granted the gift stated on the gift icon on your card. We have 3 kinds of gift: Force, Protect, and Exile. Every type of gift comes with 2 different versions, Gift 1 and Gift 2. When you get your first gift in the game, you need to choose one gift between those 2, and the next time you gain another gift, you will have to stick with the version you picked during the first time you generate the gift. For example, if you pick Force 1, then you have to stick with Force 1 for the rest of your game. Now, I shall explain the gift. Force 1. Choose a circle and place it. Unit on that circle will gain 10,000 power during your turn. This can be stacked, which means you can have multiple Force 1 on the same circle. Force 2. Choose a circle and place it. The original crit of the unit on the circle will become 2. You may place multiple Force 2 marker on the same circle, however you will not gain any extra crit since the text say your original crit become 2, not adding them. Exile 1. Exile is a new front row rearguard circle you generate. Unit on the circle gain 10k power during your turn. Exile 2. Just like Exile 1, except unit on the circle gain 5k power during your turn, but you get to draw a card when you generate a Exile 2 marker. Protect 1. Add a Protect gift marker to your hand, and you can call it later to Guardian Circle as a Sentinel and the Perfect Guard ability. Protect 2. Choose a rearguard circle and put the gift marker on that circle. For the rest of the game, Unit on that circle gain 5k during both player turn, and shield plus 10,000 if they're sent to Great Guardian Circle via intercept. You can step protect to marker, which means unit on that circle will have bigger shield from intercept and higher power during both player turn. Thank you for watching this video. This is pretty much what you need to know when getting in V Premium from Overdress. If you have any question, I highly recommend you to join Different Fight Discord server and ask questions on their Vanguard beginner channel, or you can comment your question below and I'll try my best to answer them.